Cooper Flagg has become one of the most enigmatic future #1 picks in NBA history, as his ceiling remains an open question. While some believe he's destined to be a future superstar, others remain hesitant to crown him as such, even after his standout performance for the Duke Blue Devils this season. Flagg has emerged as the betting favorite to win National Player of the Year as a freshman, an achievement only accomplished by Kevin Durant, 2007, Anthony Davis, 2012, and Zion Williamson, 2019. On paper, this sounds impressive, but many believe his stats don't fully reflect superstar potential. Currently, Cooper averages 18.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.4 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game, a solid all-around performance but lacking in one standout category that would define him as elite. His doubters question whether these numbers truly represent his potential. But here's where things get interesting. Cooper has been labeled a winning basketball player, but what does that really mean? Duke is 33-3 and has a legitimate shot at the national championship, which bolsters Cooper's profile. However, it's his advanced metrics that really highlight his potential as a future star. He currently ranks 6th in the entire NCAA in player efficiency rating, PER, 2nd in defensive rating, and leads the nation in both win shares per 40 minutes and box score plus-minus. To put it in perspective, since these stats have been tracked, Cooper holds the 17th best win shares per 40 minutes in history and the 5th best box score plus-minus. These historically elite numbers suggest he's operating at a level that's difficult to ignore. So, the question remains, is Cooper Flagg on his way to being a future NBA All-Star, as some claim, or could he be poised for legitimate NBA stardom? Only time will tell, but these statistics certainly point to a future at the top of the league.
In his final 20 games of the regular season, Cooper averaged 21 points per game on 45 point things. The two knocks on Cooper's game are that he is not as quick as you would like him to be and that his handle is not there yet. But personally, as he averaged just 16.6 points per game on only 24.4% shooting from three, but then 2% shooting from three against better competition in the ACC. That is what we want to see. Watch clips from 2 games here versus NC State and Wake Forest to show you what I mean. It only takes 2 games to show Cooper's full arsenal. So
Before we answer the question of whether Cooper Flagg is destined for NBA stardom, let's first consider the specific traits we'd want to see in a top NBA prospect. First and foremost, we'd want someone who consistently performs at a high level, someone with a fierce love for the game who demands greatness from themselves. That player must possess a strong work ethic and the drive to get the most out of their potential. Fortunately, one of the most encouraging aspects of Cooper's profile is his relentless drive. He's known for being willing to outwork anyone to become the best basketball player he can be. His approach to the game has drawn comparisons to other players with a singular focus, most notably Wembanyama. This type of commitment is evident on the court through Cooper's non-stop motor. He's always engaged on both ends of the floor, but what really stands out is his improvement over time, particularly in his offensive game. In his first 11 games, Cooper was struggling to translate his shooting to the next level, averaging just 16.6 points per game on only 24.4% shooting from three. However, in his final 20 games of the regular season, Cooper's numbers took a dramatic turn. He averaged 21 points per game on 45.2% shooting from three, a significant leap against tougher competition in the ACC. This kind of improvement is exactly what we want to see from a future top pick, a player who can make adjustments and rise to the occasion. Now, breaking down some specific clips, let's look at the 2 main knocks on Cooper's game: his lack of elite quickness and his developing ball handling skills. All these areas might be viewed as weaknesses. I believe focusing on these aspects might miss the bigger picture. When a prospect is under the spotlight for as long as Cooper has been, it's easy for people to zoom in on the negatives. However, when you consider the strides he's made and the effort he consistently puts in, it's clear that his future is incredibly bright.
But instead, he is the best player in college basketball. And if we're being honest, his numbers at Duke are actually way playing against. Cooper reclassified a year up to join college early. In Spain, he had 10 points, 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 blocks. NBA